Hi everybody, good evening. Welcome back to my craft cave. It sure is a pleasure to have you here with me tonight. And so what I'm going to say is a couple of quick things. I've been really busy with school. I'm pursuing my RN. I've been an LPN for a lot of years, and I just felt it was time to advance my skills a little bit. So that's where I've been. I'm made to be this semester. Go Lisa! Anyway, I'm out of school for a whole month, so I decided I would go ahead and sit down today and make a Christmas card or two or three or four. And actually, my good friend Sheila McShay, who passed away in July, um, was the queen of saying, if you're going to make one, you might as well make two or three. So that's the reason I have the stuff to do. Sheila is sorely missed in the crafting world, and I miss her desperately. Sometimes when I think about her, I tear up, but I know she's rejoicing on streets of gold, so I can't be very sad. Anyway, I'm using a stamp set by Stampin' Up. I do not sell Stampin' Up anymore, so just go online and find you a consultant. They're out there everywhere. Stampin' Up's website will be able to refer you to somebody. And this is number 139738, I believe is the number of it, and it's called Snow Place, and it has some really cute images. So I'm using that, and the Christmas trees came from Cricut Design Space. I have the yearly membership, love it, and so that's where they came from. And of course, what craft room would be a craft room without stickles? Got tons of stickles there that I've used on this, and my ATG gun. And so let's just go ahead and get into it. So there's the finished product, and the first thing you do is you cut your paper 8.5 by 11, and you score it. And oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've done this, I almost forgot how. So I cut it tall, so I'm going to go to the 5.5 mark, and I'm going to score right down the center like that. And then I'm going to fold it over, and that makes my A2 size card with the top fold. Alright, so the next thing I want to do is snowflakes. Now on the first one I did, this one I did second generation stamping with the gray color, but I think I'm going to try the Island Indigo because it's just a really pretty color. And to do the second stamps, basically all you need to do is get your stamp, ink it up pretty and juicy like that, stamp it off one time, and then onto your paperwork. Yes, I think I like that. I think I like that. And so we'll do it again. And you're just basically making your own little snowstorm on your paper. Try to change it up a little bit, like that. Just keep doing the second generation stamping over and over and over. Let's see. Boom. And I'm not a professional, guys. I'm a home crafter. One of the things I'm realizing and learning, though, in my crafting experiences is that this is not a competition, okay? I don't have to compete with any of the big name stars. This is about my enjoyment of my time in the craft room. Oh, y'all see what I did just then? Oh, made it very dark. Didn't mean to do that, but that's okay, because it's mine and I can do it however I want to do it. So anyway, but this is not a competition. This is about me just enjoying my craft room and enjoying the products that I have. And so there you go. We have our little snowstorm going on right there. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put together a couple of trees here. These were cut out again on my Cricut, which I love. Me and the Cricut were best friends. Um, so, yep, I think I like it. That'll work. And what I'm going to do now is take my ATG gun. And if you're new to the Cricut, I know I've seen a lot of people say, oh, I bought it and it's still in the box. Get it out, guys. Get it out of the box. It is a very friendly machine. All you have to do is have a little patience with yourself because there is a bit of a learning curve. So get it out and play with it. Don't let it sit there and gather dust. It's an enjoyable machine, especially if you have kids. I'm really anticipating some fun times with my grandkids once I get through nursing school again, because whew, let me tell you, it's difficult at my age. In case you didn't know that, it's difficult to go back to school. So, and then I'm layering this one on top, right here. And the only thing I didn't do was put my little stars on, which I actually went ahead of time and stickled because I wanted to be able to get them on there without getting a huge mess. And I've got my tree all crooked. That's not how I wanted it. Let me get my tree on straight. Get your tree on straight, girl. What's wrong with you? Can't be messing up a tree like that. And you know what? I may have actually put it on backwards or something. I don't know. It doesn't matter. What matters is that I'm having fun. Alright, so here we go. My glue stick is the Zig Memory Maker. Is it Memory Maker? Memory System. I like Zig pens. They are fun. Alright, so here we go. These are my ooh, why did I do that? Sometimes, y'all, I just blow my mind when I do stuff. I didn't need all that glue on anything except on the stem. Get out of there. You're too far down. You can't see the star. See, guys? Don't worry about making mistakes. It's your stuff. Just enjoy it. Take time. Enjoy what you have. You don't have to have the newest of everything. And yours doesn't have to be like anybody else's. God knows mine is not. I think that's what I love about this craft. You can do what you like. It's not about anybody but you and your time. Okay, there we go. My little stars are on my trees. Now comes the fun part. Now I did cut out all of these cute little garland shapes, and I, as you can see, stickled them. But what I found with these is it's really, really hard to glue them down. And since I have stickles, I might as well use my stickles on them. That's why I have them. Let me go out just a little bit because I got y'all all up in the camera here. Alright, going out, going out, going out, going out. There we go. So here we go. I'm going to take, this one is, which color is this? See how long it's been? I don't even know where to find the name of the color. But y'all, it's a yellow. That's all I can really tell you. It's a yellow. And it's Stickles by Ranger. So, take your stickles. You know what? Whoops. Let me stop right there. Let me flip this bad boy over and adhere it. And then I'll put the stickles on it. And what I'm using to adhere with, of course, is dimensionals. You can use any kind of pop-up dots you have. It doesn't have to be by any specific company. I find myself just using what I have. And Stampin' Up's good. So is Close to My Heart. And so is everything from Hobby Lobby and Michaels. So, anyway. Have y'all got big plans for Christmas? Ours are decent. I have my new daughter-in-law here, and she's from Thailand, and so she's learning about American traditions. Oh my gosh, y'all, it was hilarious trying to explain to her the difference between the Christmas tree and Christmas and actually the birth of Christ. And we take for granted because, you know, we grew up in this nation, and everywhere you go, you hear the story of Jesus, and, you know, we're very fortunate in that situation to know. So, the other day, I asked her to help me put up our Christmas tree and decorate it, and she did willingly. And as we were doing it, she asked me, she knows that Christians believe in Christ, and that's what the celebration is about. But she asked me about the Christmas tree, and I was like, Uh, uh, so I had to explain to her that that was a more secular tradition and not so much a Christian tradition, and that the giving of gifts, well, that's more secular in nature than certainly anything else. So after a little while, I think I helped her to understand things a little bit, and we had a good time and a good conversation with each other. It was lots of fun. But yeah, if you have a new family member who's never been around America for Christmas before, it can be interesting trying to explain it. So, alright, so now you see I've got this on there. And the next thing I'm going to do is start with the stickles, and I'm just going to make the loop-de-loops to make it look like some garland on my tree. There we go. And I like my garland to go up a little bit and to go side, a little wonky. But yeah, so we had a long discussion about Jesus and his birth, and the fact that the tree really doesn't have a whole lot to do with that. So it was fun stuff, I will say. I really enjoyed the conversation with her. So now I'm going to go over here with another color sticker. Y'all, why is the colors not on here? Or is it just me? I don't even know. This looks like a coppery color. So here we go. And I'm putting that one there and that one there. But I am very blessed. In the last 2 years, I have received 2 daughters-in-law. Both of my sons married, and they married wonderful women. And I love them to pieces. I could not have asked for better daughters-in-law. And also, with our youngest son marrying, he married a beautiful woman, and we inherited 2 fabulous grandchildren. And then together they had a 3rd child, and her name's Layla. So we have Lily, Lincoln, and Layla in our lives. And y'all, I am such a blessed grandmother. I really, really, really enjoy being a grandparent. I thought being a parent was good, but oh my word, being a grandparent's even better. So now that I've got that on there, I am going to take some more colored stickles, and I'm going to start putting some dots on there to represent Christmas balls. Just a few. It doesn't have to be a lot, and they don't have to be huge. So yeah, I'm a grandmother. Woohoo! Nothing better in the whole wide world than being a grandmother, I can tell you. It is amazing. Alright, so on this one now I'm going to put some blue balls. There we go. And they are such smart children. Oh my word, these children are so bright. I can say my daughter-in-law does very well at making children. They are beautiful and intelligent. And I'm so blessed to be able to have them in my life. I didn't know if I'd ever get to this point in life. My son's gone through a number of young ladies in his search for Mrs. Right. Thankfully, he found her, and she is Mrs. Right. They are so much alike. They have so much in common, and they love all the same things, and that makes a difference. It really does. That makes a huge difference when you're trying to build a family, because the hard times are going to come. I mean, you're going to have hard times. That's just all there is to it. There's no getting out of hard times. It's just what it is. So you've got to learn to roll with the punches. And so if you have somebody you're compatible with, that you're just right for, that loves the same things you love, that has the same goals you have, then you got a good match. And that doesn't always happen overnight, but thankfully for these 2 it worked out well. Very well. I was amazed. I mean, theirs was a whirlwind romance. They met in November or October. Well, no, they met before that, but they started dating in November, I think it was, of one year, and married in June of the next year, and had a baby in March of the next year. So, yeah, it's good they get along. It's really good they get along. So, anyway, yeah, I'm just stickling away, and I hope I'm not boring you, and I'm glad you stopped by. It gets lonely around here every now and then, not having anybody to craft with, because unfortunately my only crafty friend that I had since I've moved here passed away in May. And then Sheila, who, you know, I loved her videos and I loved talking with her on the phone, she died. Actually, it was both Sheilas. One was named Sheila Honeycutt, and the other one, of course, was Sheila McShay. So it was just, I don't know, the people I love in this crafty world are being promoted, and I'm here doing what I do. So, but God has a plan, and everything in its time and in its place. That's just all there is to it. Okay, so there you go. I've got the trees decorated, and I'm going to have to let them sit now so that they can dry. I don't know if you can see that too well or not. I think that's a pretty tree. Now, the next thing is my Christmas label. I had made one that was a lighter color, like on the first one, but I destroyed it by accident. So now I've got to figure out what I'm going to do. I could just do a little heat embossing. Hold on just a minute. Let me do a little heat embossing. Give it just a minute, if you will. Okay, I'm back. Now, this is Dazzle Versamark. Okay, that's what you use to heat emboss with. And I have stamped my sentiment with the Dazzle after I use my buddy thing here, my Stampin' Buddy thing. That just kind of keeps the stuff from getting in odd places. Now I'm going to... Did I decide to use gold? I guess I decided to use gold, guys, because that's what I've got out. So what you do is you pour your embossing powder onto your image, and then you're just going to heat set it. And to do that, you need a heat tool, which I just so happen to have. I've got a little bit of everything in this one. As you can hear, things are falling off. Now, let's get a set of tweezers. Did I knock y'all? Did I bump you? I'm sorry. Didn't mean to bump you. Let's hold you up there. Get a set of tweezers and dust off your embossing powder and snap it a couple of times on the back side. Now the trick is going to be move that dust, and with your heat tool emboss it. All you're doing is heating it up till it melts, and it starts to take on this solid effect that wasn't there before. There we go. It's starting to look good. Oh, I'm liking it. Now, the next thing you can do is go ahead and hit it again with a little more embossing powder. You want it thicker? Make it thicker, baby. This is your card. Make it thicker. So here we go. A little more. And knocking it off. And then moving it out of the way, because we don't want an embossing storm in here. And tap off any excess, because we don't want it all over it either. And here we go again. Little more heat. Thicken it up. Now, of course, you don't have to do exactly what I do. Feel free to do it your own way. It's your card. It's your craft. Get after it. Make it whatever you want it to be. Alright, there we go. I do believe that looks decent and in order. See if I can get a good... No way it's Christmas already. Yup, it is. Alright, so now, like I said, I'm going to pop them up. I like to use the edges along with the other stuff. Just get you a pair of scissors and snip, snip. You know what I'm saying? Boom, like that. And then, just like that, you're going to pop it up on there. Pull off your extra back. Very nice. And we're going to move our card into view here. Let me just take y'all a little closer in with my handy dandy camera. It's working slow tonight. Maybe I need to charge the batteries. Thank God they're rechargeable. So once you get it done, then you just find the spot you want that. Try to get it on there relatively straight. Alright, and there you go. There's your little Christmas card for you to send out to friends and family. And put your name on the back of it. You worked hard on this. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't no walk in the park. You worked hard designing and executing and embossing, and it's okay to pat yourself on the back. And another thing, there's nothing cheap in card making. I guarantee you spend more making a handcrafted card than you would buying it in the store. So if somebody ever tells you that, you might want to let them in on that. Alright guys, well, I thank you for stopping by my craft cave and visiting with me today. You are always such a blessing to me. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. If you don't, that's fine. I'm good with it. But I hope you have a blessed day and a Merry Christmas. And pray for me, and I'll pray for you. And hopefully we'll all have a wonderfully safe holiday season. Be blessed. Come back soon. Bye, y'all.